What's good, YouTube? It's your boy OmarioRpg. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Today we are back with episode 57 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Eternal Leave. Now, it's happened again. We are going to have to do a bit of a recap because pretty much all the way through this episode, reacted, everything was fine. Then my electricity went at my home. Just forgot to top it up. So, unfortunately, I couldn't do the save to figure out this, I tried saving the corrupted file. I tried everything. So it is what it is. Apologies, ladies and gents. We're just going to go through it nice and quick. It's unfortunate because last time when this happened, it wasn't a very good episode. This one's been great. It starts off with the conversation regarding this guy, and it's the first time the troops have actually heard like the plan, and it's a really cool moment. And the MVPs of this episode so far are these two. And I mentioned how it's so unfortunate that I think her name's Izumi and obviously Madame Armstrong have met this late in the show for the first time, because their conversations this show have been really, really good. And it's so unfortunate that this show's just got way too many characters, and it's just tried to cram them all into a 64 episode season. But that's, I'd rather a show have many great characters and tried to cram into a short 64 episodes is still quite a long anime, than not have any good characters. And do you know what I mean? So it's a good bad type deal. But yeah, Izumi and Armstrong talking to these soldiers, and then these soldiers, throwing off their, like, how soldiers have, like, their medals or whatever it is, throwing them off and, like, joining, the fight for good was a really, really cool scene to start us up on. So, yeah, great scene. Absolutely love this. Absolute cinema. This guy's a scumbag, and they're seeing, what's going on. So then she says, we're going to go down there and dig a way out. You know her. She loves her digging. And then we're with the boys and the girl. And this guy shows up. This guy here is obviously another character we've seen once in the show that I would have liked to have known more about. And that might still happen. And he is the guy who created Bradley and all the other subjects. If you remember, we saw that episode when they were babies. They were trying to create basically a kind of like a Captain America type deal, trying to create a super soldier. And they created Bradley. But they didn't get rid of all the other soldiers that passed the injection phase. They kept them, and here they are. And they're really strong, and they were really struggling to fight them. Then we come over to one of my favorite fights in the show, genuinely. Again, regarding having too many characters. The old man was barely in it, and Bradley was barely in this show. Honestly, Ling wasn't in it enough as well. This is a frustratingly great show, man. It really is. To be honest, I can't say it's great, because it's not. It could have been great. But then again, a lot of people out there think it's great, so obviously it's done its thing. But in my opinion, it's very good. Now, I haven't finished it. We're close. But God, it just frustrates me because it's so close to being great. It's one of those shows, in my opinion. And we get this really cool fighting scene, and then it shows everyone else. This guy's still not dead. And he's like, He gets up and he's like, if I take this out, I'm going to bleed to death. I'm not going to lie, I've forgotten his name. I think his name's Tiger. I can't remember. Anyway, he's still not dead. Notices that these guys are fighting. Bradley is wrecking everyone, and then he does this really cool scene where he, like, blocks the guy's sword with his knife, flips the knife and the sword around. Old man gets the knife, Bradley gets the sword, and as we know, he's elite with swords. And he goes, I'm much more comfortable with a weapon like this. And, yeah, man, I love, like, tactical fights and smart fights. So when he did that, I was like, okay, say no more. Oh, and by the way, I know you guys aren't going to believe me, but I called that the old man was going to die this episode before we start. I just had a feeling he was there to just show up and die. And I respect it. Oh, what happened here? It was really cool. Oh, yeah, he jumps back, thinks he's got space, but Bradley's cut him right here, and the blood gushes in his eyes. And then before you know it, Bradley's right in his face with a really cool shot with the red eyes. There it is. Slices his stomach open like he's gutting a fish, and it was just so good. This might be my favorite fight in the anime because it feels like a Hunter x Hunter fight. It really does. Slow, methodical, smart. Every action's worth a purpose. Before that, he separated them by throwing a knife here, which was hilarious to me because he just should have ripped the jacket. I mean, what is he doing? But anyway, it's fine. I feel like it should have been in his hand or foot. That would have been cooler, but it doesn't matter. You get the plot. He's about to kill him, but he saves him. But it's too late. He's bleeding a lot. Like it shows it. He's bleeding a lot. Brother back here is bleeding. Bradley's just wrecking shop. So then he realizes. So yeah, as you can see, he's bleeding a ton, and they have a really good conversation, and he realizes, he's gonna become a suicide bomber. And this moment was so cool, right? Because I love when shows make you think something's going somewhere, and then it just says, nah, man, nah. And then it did, you'll see. So, charges in, out of nowhere, he's got dynamite on him. And it's not greed no more at this stage, it's, what's it called? And I've spoiled it right there. As he's charging in and you think he's going to blow him up, Bradley slices the top of the fuses off. It's such a good shot. So it does the music, does all the epic sound, and then out of nowhere, he slices the top, and all you hear is just the tss, as the fuses go off, and the guy's valiant attempt, and he goes, even in when my life is on the line fully, I couldn't even lay a scratch on Bradley. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was just gonna die for nothing, but then, so as you can see, Bradley obviously slices him as well. He doesn't just slice the top of the, what's it called? Slices him in half. As you think he's gonna die for nothing, who shows up? And he goes, you can't, he says something like, you can't, with it, obviously because he's got the super eye, you can't block what you can't see. So he used the body. Obviously, this guy's a giant. I don't know how he hid behind, but I digress. You used the body of he used the body of the guy who went in there, valiantly going in to die, to get a stab through him and a stab through Bradley. Obviously, he's taken up the thing as well that's going to kill him. So he's gonna kill himself, another guy who's killing himself, to kill Bradley. And it was just so good how this was just like an up moment. You know, he's going in to sacrifice himself to kill Bradley. Nope, Bradley doesn't get the kill. Bradley just completely destroys his plan. Then it's back up. He shows up and uses the guy's last sacrifice and made it actually purposeful so he could show up and hurt Bradley. I don't know what happens. Again, I didn't finish the episode. So yeah, that happens. Really, really cool. And then his name is Ling, right? Oh yeah, and he smiles and says, "You have my gratitude," before he dies. And then it's a really sad shot where you see both of them. Yeah, he goes in and gets the eye attacked, which is really good, obviously. So the eye gets attacked. These two you see fall, and then it changes to which is really cool. Oh yeah, and she sees her granddad die. Don't know where the hell she was. And then it changes to this, and what I really, really liked is normally you'll have someone say, "Full Metal Alchemist," but it changes to this and it's just silence. So it's like a little moment of silence for Fu. But what pissed me off so much is the next shot. It's this guy. Why didn't the giant bro get his... This guy doesn't even have a name. It's just Gold Tooth Doctor. Why didn't the giant get his moment of silence? It's just like, Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
See? It was just hilarious to me. I'm pretty sure the Giants guy was Tiger or Tank. Back with this group, obviously the guy, he's just completely memeing. It's funny. And yeah, not much is going on. They're fighting, and then they're fighting. Those two can't stop flirting. You know the rules. And then he tells the schizo doctor tells them all to reconvene on him. And I'm not gonna lie, my guess here was they were gonna merge. You know how, like, the Power Rangers all merge into one giant robot? I thought they were all gonna like form as one creepy monster, but it was even worse. This guy's the one who actually started the giant. Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, so these guys are walking, and this was my favorite part of the show. They were just conversing about how they've been raised differently and how they're different ideals and stuff. She also tells her about how the sacrifice worked and how she lost part of her body and stuff. These two have elite chemistry on the just on screen. It's so good, and it's such a shame that, you know, we've just met these two have just met so late. Tells her about everything. I don't know. They just have a really good, meaningful conversation about their different ideals and how when she met Ed, she knew he was desperate in a good way to help, and so that's why she wanted to help and stuff. She was gonna help them escape, but they said, we're not escaping, we're staying to fight. Anyway. Oh, here's the reconvene scene. So they reconvene, and it's GG's. He's doing the ult. And I believe she says, let's leave. Pretty sure this is where I am. So I'm gonna finish the episode now. I think the episode's about to finish in like 30 seconds. GG's. Sorry, guys. Again, I've told you I can't fake these reactions. You know what I mean? I just have to do it like this whenever something bad happens. Or something happens to my recording or audio. So it is what it is. But yeah, those two had such a good conversation. Oh my god. There's a sacrifice. There it is. What the hell? I'm surprised he didn't do a short joke. I'm not sure, and he just dies. Yeah. So there we go. I'm assuming there's no after scene. That would be a bit weird. I don't think it needs. I don't think there are any. No. All right. Anyway, great episode. MVP. I'm gonna give to. Oh, it's so difficult. Bradley was amazing. Fu was amazing. The ladies were amazing. I'm gonna give it to Fu because he died. I would normally I would give it to Bradley or one Izumi or Armstrong, but he died. 07's to him and the tank, but I'm gonna give it to him for being involved in, I think, my favorite fight of the show. I absolutely loved that fight. Short, sweet. Every action had a reason. Methodical. I love the strategic fights where you think something's going one way, then bam, then it goes another way. Genuinely, I don't even care what anyone says. I think that was the best fight in FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST. I really do. I know people will bring up the Alphonse fight with Kimberly and Pride, who I just realized, where the hell has Pride been? That's going to be interesting to see. Is his name Pride? Well, anyway, Salim, you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into the next episode. And we are back. So, obviously, we're putting both of these episodes together. Again, yeah, sometimes things like that will just happen. So, apologies. But I don't know what to do in those scenarios. So I think last time it happened, which unfortunately, again, was in Full Metal. So, Full Metal. This anime has been GG's for the channel, but I'm having fun reacting to it, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Hopefully Breaking Bad does well, or the next anime we react to does well. So, yeah, hope you guys can support that. Anyway, yeah, last time I did like a recap, people said, yeah, I much prefer this than if you would, you know, fake the reaction just to get the video out or whatever. So, yeah, let's get straight into episode 58, which is called Sacrifices. Holy crap, what just happened at the end of last episode was insane. So here we are. Episode 58, ladies and gentlemen. Ish is about to go down.
消えた。
何をした？
Okay, so all of them are going to be taken there.
なんだよこれ。
It's so cold in the UK. Help! Help me! Help the guy who kill the guy who killed your granddad!
オートメールでこの重さを支えるのは無理だ。お前はじいさんの心配を。
もう間に合わない。
That was such a good
ブレックス、手を貸せ。
Nice! Nice. And they told me to watch it in English. With a VA like that, they told me to watch it in English. Oh shit! Oh my god. The one surviving guy actually had a role.
なんでだ。
Give him the Philosopher's Stone!
気をしっかり。タイ。撃て。フーの死が無駄ではなくなったというのに、俺はあなたに何もしてやれない。弾をくれ。リン、ヤオ、グリード、どっちでもいい。恩義に思ってるなら一つ頼まれてくれんか。お前の力ならやれるだろう。いや、お前にしかできないから頼む。
Oh, he's pissed now.
グリード、力が欲しい。貸してくれ。ああ、約束する。真の人間は名約を必ず守る。なんだあいつは。いいかよく聞け。俺は女と戦う趣味やね。
Based. Tanks and RPG. バカな。
いやホムンクルスか。
Probably a bit of both.
タイ、しっかりしてください。あいつは味方になってくれたのか。はい。これで安心してくたわれる。何を言ってるんですか、タイ。
That's not what he wants to hear before he dies. Tell him he's done enough.
セントラルの透けた空は肌に合わん。さらばだ、同志。先に言ってるぞ。ブリックズの峰より少し高いところへ。
ラジオキャピタルの続報はないの？
ないね。
他の曲は？
外出禁止を呼びかけてるだけだよ。
If anything happens to that cat, I'm gonna be pissed.
外に出ちゃダメってラジオで言ってるから。
There he is. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST.
I'm a Riz her Hawkeye up. Sorry.
イズイ、どこだ。イズイ。
Easy
アレッ
E.
クス、どういうことかわかるか？
以前エルリック兄弟に聞いたことがあります。わかりません。なんだって。
連絡がついたのか？
閣下、本部は無事です。
よし。で、泉さんに関する情報は何かあったか？
いえ、死亡しました。タイは秦国の者と協力し、ブラッドレイに致命傷を与え、堀に突き落としたそうです。
バカなバカなバカなバカな。あのキングブラッドレイがそんな簡単に死ぬものか。
ホムンクルスの
バカな。ホムンクルスがあのお方に歯向かうなど。
バッカニアタイは笑って行かれたそうです。
そうか。あなたの奥方も探さねばならない。
Oh. Man, I love the people from Briggs and their mindset, and it's just so cool.
先生。
Oh, I thought that was Al.
エド、大丈夫ですか？
Is Al gonna get his body?
なんで先生がここに？こっちが聞きたいわ。いきなり飛ばされて。
No. Okay.
ある。
Wait.
あるまで。しっかりしろ。もしかして人柱が集められたのか？おい。
1、2、3。
この化け物はホエンハイム。
エドワード、アルフォンスまで捕まったのか。おや、泉さんもこんな情けない姿ですまないね。
一体どういうこと？
俺の分身、ホムンクルスたちにお父様と呼ばれていたやつだよ。
こいつがあのヒゲ野郎だってのか？
そうなんだ。皮袋は壊せたんだが。
余計なことは喋るな。ようこそ。
Goofy looking ass enemy. Where the hell is Celine?
起きろ。こいつはヤバそうだぞ。ある。おい、ある。アルフォンス。
まあ不老不死とかそんな小さい餌に食いついてきた輩ばかり揃えたのだから仕事ができなくても当たり前か。
Hey, you weren't using any fire spells anyway, bud, so...
よしいいぞそのまんま。
なんだと。
誰でもいいよ。亡くなった親、恋人、友人、君と仲が良かった、なんと言ったっけ？ヒュ クズ君。
人柱というやつか。
They want him to be.
そう、扉を開けた者が人柱になれるんだ。
だからエルリック兄弟が選ばれたのか。
そうだよ。
人体錬成は成功しないと彼らから聞いた。
言ったよね。時間がないって。
注意注意注意、返事をするんだ。
さあ、人体錬成をやって5人目になりたまえ。ほらほら、早くしないとこの女の命がなくなる。
Probably really bad timing for me to pull out the Riz joke. As soon as I pull out the joke about her, I've been holding it in for 60 episodes or however long it's been. She dies.
ああ、そうか。この女が死んだら錬成するのかね。それでもいいよ。マスタング君、どうするね。君の大事な女が死にかけている。放っておけばすぐ失血死。だが私は錬金術が使える医者で、なんと賢者の石まで持っている。おや、おとなしくなったね。死んでしまったのかな。
大佐、人体錬成なんてする必要はありません。
さあ、
分かった。
Who would have thought that the episode would have led to this after the ending of last episode? That's a bloody lot of blonde people. No, I think we're good. We're good. Bro, who would have thought that after the last episode, we would have had the next start would have been an insane like episode for Greed and Ling. Like, holy crap. 100% MVP. It's not even close. Bradley's definitely not dead. He's a bloody homophobe. He's got powers. And so he's going to come back. But yeah, man. We're just getting close to finishing this. But that Greed moment, like all of this, him using all his powers, annihilating everyone. Man, that was so good. And then Buccaneer, who I completely didn't know his name. And I thought his first name was Tiger, but I must be bugging. What a way to go. I loved how he was like, that line about Briggs was so good. Where he was like, I'm going somewhere higher than Briggs. Goes out with a salute as well. Ah, man. I want to give him MVP. Has he ever got one? Let's give him an MVP. It should be Greed, but Greed's gotten a few. Let's give it to Buccaneer. Great episode. I don't think he's going to sacrifice. I am annoyed that we didn't see him at least try to use his fire, but now he can't, I guess, because the thing's cut. Either he's going to pretend to sacrifice and then get the Philosopher's Stone and like feed it to her somehow and save her, or he is just going to sacrifice and try and help her. But why would he when he knows it doesn't work? Let's find out next episode. Is he going to be Mustard or Mustang? Find out next week on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Sorry about the technical difficulties this episode. I hope it's still been enjoyable to watch. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out the Patreon, join the Discord if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.